Perfect. Now, hello, 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 and welcome. Hello, guys. Good morning, actually, for some of you, and good afternoon for others. I'm so delighted you've decided to spend the next hour with me and get yourself up to the speed with your goals. Guys, so the first thing is that what I want you to do is relax. So what I'm going to do is, it's not going to take us long. It's going to take us a couple of minutes, but I really want you to relax yourself in your seats. I want you to place your feet flat on the floor, your hands on your laps, just palms facing up. You can close your eyes if you like. You can keep them open. It doesn't really matter. We're going to bring awareness onto your breath. So inhaling deeply and exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Nice and easy. With every exhale, you continue breathing. With every exhale, I want you to feel your body getting more relaxed. Your shoulders, your chin, your jaws. With every exhale, getting more and more relaxed. Now I want you to bring awareness onto the space between your inhale and exhale. So when you inhale, pause, hold that breath, and exhale, relax. Inhale, hold the breath, hold it, focus on the hold, and exhale, relax. Feel your shoulders relaxing, your whole body relaxing. It will take a little bit longer time for you to exhale than inhale now. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Beautiful. And I'm going to ask you to come back to me. So open up your eyes if you have them closed. And I really want to say I'm so happy, guys, to have you all here, because today I'm going to introduce you to methods and techniques that might be absolutely new to you or might be absolutely old for you. It doesn't really matter. But I truly believe that because you are here today, or you watching replay, because some of you will be getting replays, so there is something for you in it. It must be, because nothing happens for a reason. And it doesn't matter if you are watching it because your company made you to watch it, or because you wanted to watch it, maybe because you have nothing to do and you just got in the replay and you're watching it because you have nothing better to do. So you said you're going to give it a go. There is something for you. And I would love you to keep that in mind today. Right. So methods and techniques to what? To balance your life, to get more productive in a healthy way. So my mission is to actually help you balance your professional and personal life. This is to help you find out the techniques and start implementing them. Actually, what's even more important, this is my goal for this webinar. I want you to set your goal, your intention for this webinar. What would you like to achieve from this webinar? What would you, if there was only one thing that you were going to walk away today after this hour, happy, achieving what you wanted from this webinar, what would that be? What is one thing that can change your behavior, change your thinking, your belief systems? Just think of it. If nothing comes into your mind, that's okay. It will. I promise you it will throughout this webinar, because it's all energetically backed up. I know this, right? So for those who actually don't know me that well, my name is Ania and I am personal development trainer. On a daily basis, I help people to achieve big goals, their success, their way. So very often it's the way of reducing working hours, increasing their income, and spending more time with their family and friends. Now, so we already relaxed. So we actually went through the first step that I always do with my clients. Many of my clients actually does this step before every single important task on the day. So they might do it 5 times a day. Calming the mind, bringing the calmness to the mind, allowing all the noise that is happening right now, because you probably just left different task and you sat down on the webinar. Even that you physically left it, your mind can be still there. Or it can be, when I come back from work, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to go shopping, I need to do washing, da, 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 da. We all know the story, don't we? So I am actually delighted that I've seen some beautiful faces here, really relaxing. I don't see everyone, and that's okay, guys. I don't want you to put any pressure on yourself. If you feel uncomfortable, turn on the camera. That is absolutely, or for any different reason. Now, if you're watching a replay, I don't see your face, obviously, but do whatever agrees with you, guys. This is the most important, okay? However, follow step-by-step formula that I'm going to give you today so you can achieve the goals you want, all right? So calming the mind is super important. For what? One of the things that it is important to get clarity. You know, when you're in a chaos state, right, and you're running around and you're not very productive, and you know things keep happening, something else pops up and something else, and you keep thinking, oh my God, I can't put this together. It all starts in your mind. If you have a chaos in your mind, if you're busy running in your mind, absolutely your actions will show that state of mind. And I want you to be aware of that. So I like to start from working, guys. I'm not here only to talking to you. I'm not that kind of person. I love the work must be done. So what I would love you to do is now, when your mind is calm and you are focused, you are with me right now, and you won't be for long. I know how the mind works, guys. You will get distracted. It doesn't matter how hard you're trying to be not distracted and be focused. Your mind will play tricks on you if you're not used to it, of, you know, calmness and focus, which is okay, because after this webinar, you will know how to bring that state back. Now, but before we head any further, I want you guys to answer a couple of questions, and I have them written. Actually, I have all my notes. I have them because I like to have them. I don't want you to miss anything or me miss anything. Guys, okay, so the first question I would love to ask you actually is success. We all want some sort of success in our lives, right? Is it being happier? Is it having more balance in life, having right goals, having more time, whatever it is? I want you right now, I'm not going to give you too much time because you can go over this replay, right? Over and over again, or you can just write down a question and go through it in your own time. But the first question is, put that down, please. What success means to me? What success means to me? What balanced life means to me? We all seeking balance. We all are. I'm just gonna give you a second to have a quick think, guys. Now, remember that the first thought that comes in onto your mind is your intuitive thought. It's the thought that was received by you from your higher self, from higher power, from God, from universe, whatever you call it. All right. Usually the second one, just after that, is, we call it paradigm, the one that was programmed. Yeah, I know. I have a beautiful glass, don't I? I actually like to drink water from a wine glass, or now a gin glass, or whatever you call it. No alcohol there. No. It just gives me a better sense, you know. I should now have my beautiful glasses. So anyway, I hope you have answered that question. Now, the second one is, what must happen for me? What do I need to do in order to achieve that success? So how would that success happen? So what must happen? Do I need to have more balance, for example? Do I need to have more health or wealth, maybe more money? Or maybe you just need to bring more time for yourself into your life. What must happen in order for you to achieve that success? Anything comes into your mind? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's it. More money, more wealth. Yeah, brilliant. Time. Now I'm gonna actually get into that. This is a great point. What would give you more time? Super, brilliant, guys. You're on fire. Actually, this is amazing. This is amazing. I'm not sure. I can see this one here. The chat. I'm just gonna let me check on that. Perfect. Lovely. Okay, so third question. I'm gonna leave you alone and I'm gonna start talking more in a second, guys. But this one is very important to answer. What is one thing that you could do today to get closer to your goal, to your success? What is one thing that you could do? It doesn't matter if you're able, if you're not, if you have qualifications for it or not. But what is one thing that comes into your mind that you could start doing today to get towards your goal, start moving towards your goal? What is that? One more question. That's it. One more question, guys. Everyone has that one thing? Good. Brilliant. Yes? Great. Super. Okay. Why? There is loads of actually goals. Thank you guys for sharing with in the comments. This is amazing. Loads of you actually is seeking balance. This is so balance, yeah. And actually, yeah, balance in the goal settings, yeah, super. So why do you want this? Why would you love have that success in your life? Why do you want more balance in life? What would it give it to you? Would it give you a peace of mind? Would it give you more time with your family? How others would benefit from you achieving that goal? Either having more money, as I see you want it, having more balance in your life, better health, yes. Yeah, absolutely. What will be the benefit? Why do you really want to achieve it? And we come in here, guys, with this question. This is so important because 99% of us, even more, is not driven by professional goals. We are driven by personal goals. And very often I come across people who on a daily basis, I work with mainly women. They're very successful and they've been for many years. The thing is, they are seeking the balance now, to bring more feminine energy into their lives and achieving more and more and more on a personal level. They're looking for time for themselves, for the time with their families, their spouses, right? So this is what we need in a goal creation. We need professional goals. We do need them. We need to know where we're going. We need to know, but the personal one will be your drive. You won't be thinking, okay, I want an increase of my income. Great, fantastic. I want more money. And what are you going to do with those money? Are you going to sit in the room locked up and count on all your money? Would that drive you? Would that give you the kick in the morning and, you know, allow you to go, go, go every day? I don't think so. Just tell me if I'm wrong. If there's anyone who would be driven by that, I don't think it's the webinar for you. Honestly, don't. So you can tune out now, but I don't believe there is anyone like that. Yeah, no, of course not. So your personal goals will drive you every morning. It will give you the kick. Motivation is a big, big thing that unfortunately, it's like bathing, right? Like taking a bath. It's recommended daily. But that motivation, and I've been there, trust me, I've been there for a few years actually when I was looking for motivation on YouTube, right? And it's nothing bad with YouTube, and there is great videos and everything. However, that motivation doesn't get you up and going with the full heart open. And you have to have burning desire. You do, in your heart, in your feeling subconscious mind. That's your heart. That's how you manifest things to happen for you. That's how you bring things happen for you easier, faster, and in absolutely joyful state. And that's what we want. All right. All right. All right. All right. So you know now what the success is for you. And if you're not clear on that, guys, if you're not clear on your goals, right, that's okay. That's okay. There is, in the method I'm going to give it to you today, actually, this method is used very often for getting clarity by my clients. Very specific clarity. What you want from life. What goals would you love to set? Personal and professional, really. So also, that formula works for achieving each goal. A long-term or short-term, it doesn't matter. So this is amazing, guys. So stay with me, keep being active. I love that, I love that, I love that, guys. Thank you so much for sharing all those things. Now, so you know what the success is for you. Success in personal and professional life. That's what I want you to write down, okay? And it doesn't matter to me. No, it doesn't matter to me is if you write in the long term or short term. Because success is, people think overall vision, right? And this is amazing. However, if right now you want to focus only on one thing, you only want to focus on the next step, right? We are not here today talking on creating a vision and setting goals out of the vision. We're talking about the goal already, okay? So let's focus on the short-term goal. After this webinar, I want you to move one step forward, one step closer to your goals. Is that fair enough? I hope so. Thank you. Yes, it is fair enough. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cool. Okay, so you know what you want. You know why you want it, which is so super important. This is your drive. This is your burning desire, right? This is your burning desire to get you up and go on the worst days. Speaking of worst days, guys, I know you know, but I know that maybe on a little bit different level. And I want you to open up for this now. And I want you to hear me. And if you take anything from this webinar today, if you want, be ready to commit to your goals fully and you won't use the system, I'm going to give it to you. That's okay. But take this. Remember, there always will be worse and better days. There is no person in the whole world that doesn't have a bad day or worse day, right? Why do I know this? Why I know there are person like that doesn't do this? Because it's a law. It's a nature, a law that we have written. We have written in nature and we are part of nature, right? So like there is a day and night. There is seasons, that's a rhythm. There is also a rhythm of our life. We have better days and worse days, right? I think it's in the Bible actually, and I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but not religious, but it is in the Bible. I think they talking about 7 years, like thick and thin, right? Years, or fat and slim. I don't know how to say it actually in English, but I think that's, I hope you get, yes, exactly. Yeah, you get it. Love it. Appreciate your help with, with that. So it's a rhythm and you have to accept it. You have to realize the difference between people who do not succeed and they fall on the worst days and they carry on them for weeks and months and, a long periods of time, and they giving up on their goals, is the understanding of that law. It's a knowledge that you need to have to actually work around those. This is one of many laws of nature. But when you understand that you have a worse day, and you're better off actually doing less, physically doing less, than having negative energy behind your action. This is huge. So take this from this webinar at least. If you have a worse day, accept it, you do anything you can to do to raise your vibration, so to feel better. And honestly, sometimes it just doesn't work. The only thing that works sometimes is taking a nap, simply cutting it off, and that's okay. And if you are in a ability to take a day off, if you're working for yourself, and some of you do, I know that for a fact, take a day off. Do not even try to contact your prospects or your future clients. It's no point. You will be in a better energy on different day. Accept it, allow it, it's okay. And then wait, and really believe me, this day will be 1 or 2 days maybe on that kind of way. If you follow this formula, you will get out of it the next day, promise. So wait for it. Okay, cool. So this is amazing, guys. What is stealing your time right now? It's all about productivity, right? It's all about being effective in the actions that you take towards your goals, right? That's what we think anyway, most of us. So what is right now stealing the productivity from you? What is stealing the time from you? Yeah, social media, yes, scrolling, yeah, absolutely. Lack of focus, yeah, brilliant, yeah. Lack of plan, yes, guys, amazing. Awareness is always first key to change, right? You can change something if you don't know you're not doing it right. Correct. So those are actually amazing answers, guys. I will add a couple more. I would say your productivity is gone also when you have chaos in your mind, right? When you are, I don't know, someone said focus, I think they did, yeah, motivation. When you have no motivation, and I'm not saying outside motivation, I'm not talking external motivation, I'm talking internal motivation, so your why. If you don't know that and you don't focus on that every single day, you will be lacking in motivation. That's why the burning desire, not only want, but your burning desire is hugely needed, right? Wanted, needed. I remember that was 2020, I think, or 2019, on one of the live events, big gurus and all that, and there was a gentleman speaking on it. He is a huge into the markets and all those things, and he said such a great thing. I think it was Berlin, where that time for that workshop. He said that European people are just not hungry enough. And right now, with my knowledge, with my deepening into my heart and, the energy and the spirit, is we don't have burning desire. I would change his words to say we don't have enough burning desire. What he also meant was, when I go to China, given my workshops, the people are actually queuing there half an hour before to get into the room so they can sit on the floor just under the stage. So they listen, they ask questions, they call me my teacher, they ask me questions. European people coming late to workshops, coming with their coffees and distracted, and no. Why? Because it's okay in their lives. So he was saying they're not hungry enough. And I want you to think of your goals like that. Am I hungry for them? Do I really want to achieve them? Your why must be really strong, and get your burning desire into your heart. Now, what brings that? I'm going a little bit off the topic now, okay? And that's why I try to keep my notes, guys, because I want to tell you, I will tell you what I want to tell you. However, when I go off the notes, I feel like spirit is speaking to and through me, and someone here must hear it, right? So burning desire, to create burning desire, there is a system, it's all systems, even it seems spiritual, it's all in nature, and it's all really beautifully compound within us, right? So you need to start imagine your goal fulfilled. You have to start seeing yourself winning. You have to see in yourself having that success. And even that it will feel unnatural on the beginning, even that it will feel like it's not happening right now, and it's wherever, you will get more and more engaged. Now, you're using a couple of mental muscle to do that, right? Like your imagination, this is your mental faculty that you have, but you need to practice to use it. And it will get stronger and stronger when you practice it, and then you will build that burning desire. Now, question for you, if you now thinking, okay, she's going off the topic, and I don't know what is this all about. To achieve your goals, to achieve your successes, right? You need that burning desire. You need commitment, you need decision. You need to do everything you can to achieve it in a balanced, healthy way. Do you think, is there any successful person, like an athlete or a person who, let's say, invented a laptop or a computer or phone, right? Did they not have the vision before? Did they not have a picture of what they want to achieve? Of course they did, because that was their driven force. They knew it's going to happen. They didn't doubt themselves. They were going over and over and over and over and over again. They felt, they got up, they went again and again and again and again, because they've seen this happening in their mind so many times that they knew it must happen, and it must by law. If you hold the picture in your mind, it will happen eventually, right? And this is deeper goal settings, and this is deeper a vision making thing, which I may absolutely dig in on one of the workshops. However, I will definitely, yeah, absolutely, yeah, we do that, 100%. Super. So let's go back onto our system, right? Onto our technique, method, step by step. How to achieve balance in your life, how to achieve your success in your life. Brilliant. Okay, so the formula is, guys, wait for it. Now, I follow 5-step formula. We've done the step number 1 already, which is calmness of your mind. So when you calm your mind through breathing, through meditation, through wherever you need to do it, then you start connecting. Then you start connecting with your vision, with yourself. You just allow your thoughts to flow through your mind and see what is happening there, right? Now, those are 2 first steps, calming and connecting. I won't be talking much about those steps today, just because we want to, my aim is not getting you connected to your visions, not getting your mind calm, but it is actually to start doing what you're supposed to be doing towards your goals, okay? Now, we all know that your actions come from your mind first. So when you have the right thoughts, you have them backed up with the energy from your emotions towards those thoughts, and you move in your body towards the action, right? And we're going to focus on second and third part of that formula. The second part is to create, which we've done in a very, very little space there, right? yeah, that's it. Exactly. We pretty much created the success, but I truly believe that you have it. If you don't, we will make a goal webinar, absolutely workshop, and we go from there. So when you create it, what you want to achieve, when you create your vision, your goals, then you're gonna get huge clarity, right? And that calm mind and that connection with your higher self will help you to get clarity. What do you really want? How do you want it? Why do you want it? Those things are needed because you're working on your thoughts, on your feelings. So we can move on to the fifth step, and it is confidence. Confidence. What confidence means? It means that you are moving towards your goals, basically. You're taking actions, right? Now, I know for fact, well, you can do it two ways. You can achieve your success two ways. You can burn yourself out. You can be working 20 hours a day and achieving a little success. But after 10 years, you will, of course, you will build up and you will have amazing success. And that's great. Now, but if you want to achieve that success in a healthy way, you have to follow step by step this formula. It doesn't take long. It takes a minute on each step on a daily basis, right? To dig in deeper, to get yourself even deeper. That will help you actually on a big scale. But let's focus on a first goal, right? Now, so the physical, taking action. Now we're getting there, guys. Big things gonna happen now. So we spoke about stealing your productivity, right? You know what's stealing your productivity? I want you to get the pen and paper, not on the comments, but on a pen and paper. I want you to actually tell me what is, not tell me, tell yourself what is, be honest with yourself, what is stealing your productivity throughout the day. I give you a minute, you write down on your paper, okay? Brilliant, guys. I see your faces now. Some of you, most of you don't, I think. Okay. So what do you need to do, or what do you need to think really to rid of that gap, right? And start doing things that you know you should be doing. So first and foremost, you need to be self-disciplined. And by self-disciplined, I do not mean make yourself go to the gym. I don't mean make yourself to do things, you know, that will grow your business to bring clients. I mean self-discipline starts with thought discipline. Get discipline in your thinking. Because right now, if you are thinking, for example, that you're not good enough, you won't be moving towards the action, but you are good enough. If you're already in business and you still, you know, procrastinating on some tasks, check your thoughts. What do you think about that task that is stopping you from moving towards the action? Because if you were thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to get those new clients now, they, you know, I freely and I easily get them and I talk to them and, you know, I help them, that will move your body. But if you every morning thinking, no one wants to listen to me, you know, no, business is not going great and the times are bad, that won't drive you, that won't help you to move towards the action. So discipline your thoughts and your actions will follow, right? Now, okay, so let's say you have kind of discipline yourself, right, in your thinking, and you start moving towards the actions. Maybe let's say you are writing a program or, you know, something like that, and you just can't sit down and start doing those things. Now, one, either you don't have the vision that your program is succeeding, or two, you have no discipline in your thoughts. Okay, you say, okay, Ania, I have it, but I spend most of the time on my phone. So you don't, basically. Work on your thoughts. Now, okay, so how to create those habits, those new habits, right? Because we need to break one habit. Let's say I'm going to stick with this because I think that'll come up the most, actually, getting distracted by phone. And that's how it's worded in most of them comments. So what do you need to do in that case? Let's get real, guys. Okay, you are aware of it right now. You need to make a decision first that you're going to change it, and you have to make it as easy as possible for yourself. You have to be aware of what you're doing, right? So anytime you pick up the phone and you already find yourself on YouTube or Facebook scrolling, you just stop and you don't think. You said, I made a decision. I don't, scroll for minutes, hours. It doesn't matter, because minutes turns to hours over the day or week, right? So anytime you catch yourself, you become aware. You don't think. You are a person who doesn't do that. So you put the phone down and you get back to your tasks. It's exactly the same difference between person who is going to succeed in giving up smoking and person who won't. So you have two people. And when someone offers a cigarette to one of them, one says, oh, I'm trying to give up smoking, no thank you, right? And the other says, no thanks, I don't smoke. Which one has better chances actually to give up smoking? We know that it's the second one. So this is a key here for any change for you in any task. You need to become a person that you want to be before you actually are. You need to be it now. So the person who doesn't smoke for 2 hours and consider herself as a non-smoker is going to succeed. And a person who keeps saying, oh, I'm trying to give up smoking, more likely won't. So if you are a person who is trying to drop on your scrolls, right, on your social media, say scrolls wherever, you have to start saying to yourself and to everyone else, and this is end of story, I don't scroll. You catch yourself and you say, oh, why am I doing? I'm not, I don't do that. I don't. And this is it. And you don't explain yourself to anyone or yourself. This is decision. End of story, right? Now, of course, it'd be great if you work like that always. So you will fall more likely, a little bit. But as you practice this more and more and more, you will succeed. And it will, next habit that you are building or you're trying to break, it will become easier and easier and easier. But it's all about practice with little things, right? So let's say, how have you built a habit of brushing your teeth? Someone was there telling you all the time when you were a child, go brush your teeth. You've eat your supper, dinner, or breakfast, go brush your teeth. So someone was keep telling you over and over again, so you were programmed. Now you don't think of it, you just go and do it, right? It's the same with scrolls. We fall into that gap. It was okay, maybe you used to were, not working for yourself or working less or so, and you had that time to scroll, and it's a habit, and you just need to rid of it, basically, right? Or maybe you fearing the task that you have to do. That's another story. But it doesn't matter. If you break that habit, you need to replace one habit that doesn't serve you with habit that will help you to achieve your goal. So you have already stated what is the one thing that you could do today that will bring you closer to your goal. Use this one. Use this one, right? Replace it. You have to mindfully replace one habit. You have to replace the habit that you are breaking consciously, because otherwise your mind will find replacement itself. That's why very often when people stop doing stop drinking, for example, right? They create a different habit. They start, or smoking, right? They start eating sweets or something like, because your mind works on habits, habitual behaviors. But you need to choose consciously, what do you want them to be? What habits has the person that has achieved your goals? You can follow examples. You can watch people who actually have achieved what you have achieved, what you want to achieve. See, my mind already works. You have achieved it. It's great, isn't it? So remember, right? To leave out the scrolls, you need to find different habits. You need to make a decision, you will, and you need to find a different habit that will serve you to do instead, right? It can be something different. It can be simple to breathe. Anytime you catch yourself on the phone, you say, no, I'm creating a beautiful new habit. I'm breathing mindfully for 3 minutes. You might say to me, you have no time for 3 minutes. It's going to be very hard for your mind to accept that, because it changes, and your mind doesn't like changes. You don't like changes. No one does, really, right? Until it's done. When you get the benefits from it, when you start seeing it, but it's your decision. It's come down to practicing, right? Okay, so now fear was next one. If you are fearing of the next tasks to do, you know you have something to do and you are just procrastinating because you're afraid, you know, someone is not gonna answer the call, let's say, or it's gonna be a tough conversation, whatever. That means that you didn't work on that belief, on that task that you have to do to be the easiest. So you become aware you're afraid of that task. 1, 2, you check, why are you afraid of that task? So you check your belief. What underlying belief? So if you're afraid, for example, to call your prospects, what you're fearing? Is it rejection? Is it wherever it is, right? When you become aware, you change that belief, because it's only your belief that someone, you know, that someone is going to judge you or someone's going to reject. If they do, that's okay too. You have to just work around it, right? You have to change beliefs. This is very, very important. Now, okay, so the fear is the second one. The third one is maybe actually you don't know what to do next. Maybe you didn't plan the day. It's like making a vision first, then setting a goal, and let's say 6 months goal, then 3 months goal, then a monthly goal, then 1 hour goal even. Like this webinar, I had a goal for this webinar for you. What do I want you to achieve from this webinar? Which was moving you 1 step forward towards your goals. So you have that written down. If I didn't have that goal, I wouldn't ask you to do it. Now, if you are going to move forward or not, I don't know. Are you going to use that technique? I don't know. I wish you did. I wish you did, because I know it's going to actually move your body towards that goal of yours, right? That one thing that must be done. Take that thing, go through that step-by-step formula. You calm your mind for 3 minutes, breathing. Then you connect, you dismiss all the thoughts from your mind. If you have a specific goal now, you start connecting by building the vision in your mind of that goal fulfilled, right? Then you go into your intellectual mind and you start creating even more specific, because creation goes with clarity. And when you build in that picture, it's getting more and more clear, and you get more and more excited. The burning desire is building. The decision is already made. And then you moving towards, you taking that step, you building that confidence within you, in your heart, that burning desire by doing the previous 4 steps, right? So the next thing is, if you don't have a plan for the day, you more likely will achieve very little, because it's like with building a goal, long-term goals. If you don't know where you're going, you will go nowhere. And you can waste your time on a daily basis. You can be doing, here bits and pieces and there bits and pieces and whatever. Your brain cannot multitask. I know it might be a new idea for you because we've been told it can, but it actually can't. Now, what I mean by that, at the moment I'm doing work for someone, right? And there is millions of tasks to do in the same time. And I am not able to sit down and focus on one, which is okay. What I do is I write everything down. I come to work, I sit down, I write everything I would love to accomplish today. Now, someone comes in and asks me to do this and this as well. Of course, no problem. I keep writing those things down. And I know that I can, then multitask, but I will never tick one or the other, but I'm on a constant move. I'm not sitting down thinking, okay, so there is so much to do, so I'm going to take my phone. No. But it's all, I have all under list. If you don't have a list, you will not feel accomplished on the end of the day. You will not feel like you have done anything. If you achieved one thing out of your list for the day, it's a great sense of achievement. If you don't, you don't. It's like, yeah, we have a day when, by it's great, I've done it. But it's a physical evidence for you that you have achieved X, Y, Z. So list is a good thing. Now, if you can, this will speed you up to a speed of light with your work done, right? If you have ability to go task by task, and I highly recommend to do that, you can use deep work system. What does that mean? This is huge now. Listen to that if you really want to work less and have better results. Using the C model, which is calm your mind, you can do it in a minute. You really can do it in a minute, setting up your alarm clock. Calm your mind, then connect. So just allow the vision to flow into your mind, then intellectually with your mind, keep creating the vision, get deepen into your details, right? So you get clear and clear more and more. Then you take the action. Then you have enough confidence because you've seen the task. Literally takes 5 minutes before each task. And believe me, by committing this 5 minutes to do that inner work before you actually do the physical work, oh my God, it will give you huge results. Believe me. Then you work in a system for different tasks, different systems, for different people, different systems. You have to try them all, and you need to pick and choose what works for you best. How simple is that? But you can say now, Ania, I don't have time to try different things all the time. And I tell you, you have wasted so much time. You already have wasted so much time. It won't make any difference. It only can gives you a benefits. Only can gives you a benefits, right? Stay with me. You are here for a reason, right? So you have those 4 steps done. Then you're sitting down and you go into the system of deep work. 20 minutes work, 5 minutes break. 35 minutes work, 5 minutes break. Now, by break, what I mean is, if you have accomplished your tasks in that 20 minutes or 35 minutes or 90 minutes, those are the most common time frames for people to work. For most of people with 20, 35 or 90, depending on tasks as well, works. So for me, most of it, for my work, most of my jobs, 90 minutes periods of time works best. Now the 5 minutes of break, I'm not talking go to the bathroom. I'm not talking, go and grab a phone and scroll it. I mean, relax, really deep relax. So back to your C model. And this is it. And you go over and over. And you have such a shorter time of you shorter time of your work, and you're much more productive. You're much more productive. Don't get distracted. You want to make it as easy as possible for you, for yourself, to actually do not get distracted in that time. You turn off your phone, or you do whatever you need to do not allow. It must be trained. You must be trained to it, right? Your mind still will be getting back to the older habits. Grab a phone, answer the email, answer the message on the messenger, whatever. No, that's not happening for you now. You even want to let your friends or your spouses or your co-workers, if you working in a team, wherever, that right now you're doing deep work, that's it. You give them a sign. You put on your earphones or wherever it is. And they not allowed to disturb you unless wherever it's emergency happening, right? Otherwise, no one can disturb you. Trust me, after practicing for a week, which might be not so easy for some of you, you will start seeing great results. You will be amazed how many tasks you have done on the day and how much free time you have free. This is it, guys. This is all from me to you, for you today. Now, I appreciate that. Yes, thank you. I think it was really good, really great to the point, guys. Excuse me. Is there any questions? Let me check the chat. I've seen a few things coming in. Okay. Okay, so fear. What to do if you are afraid of leaving your paycheck to do your own business? This is subject for maybe a different, bigger webinar, but definitely using the C-type model, it will help you to focus on what you want. It will help you to focus on your vision. You already have your own business, right? Yeah, correct. And you can't leave the full-time job to move on because you don't have enough income, correct? Just to check. Yeah, perfect. Now, how do you see yourself business? How do you see your business in the future? Are you see success, or are you doubting and worrying? Now, people come to me and they don't believe they can achieve something. We need to go step back, step down. We need to go through a ladder, I call it ladder of belief. So even that you want to earn $1 million a month, right, or a year, wherever, it is absolutely possible for you. Right now, for your mind, it's not possible to accept it because you're so far away from it. So you want to go step by step. Right now, your mind can't accept that you could be earning the money that you maybe earned in your full-time job, right? In your own business. So to build that belief, first of all, you need to work on your own identity, your business vision, and of course, action. So if you're even going to show your mind in a physical, if you're not able to work with your imagination yet, that you can earn any money, you will convince your mind that you can earn wherever you want. But you need to work before you leave your job, before you take more actions, you need to work on your mind, because it's all down to your beliefs, all down to what you think about yourself, about your business. Is that understandable? Is that clear? Yeah, but you can absolutely do it. You could do it today and work on yourself and earning the money from two things. Super, guys. Any more questions? So is getting more productive basically means being more focused? Yes, pretty much it means more focused. Remember, guys, when you narrow your focus, you direct the energy in that place. Where the energy goes, that grows. then physical changes happens. So a simplest example is, for example, you know, so when you are standing in a queue and you have that strange feeling someone is staring at you, and you turn around and there is actually someone staring at you, what does that mean? That means someone focus on you, consciously or not. They focus on you, they send out the energy, and they moved your body, right? So it's the same with you, how you need to do to work more productively. You need to focus, so that task will be moved faster. Energy will go there, and that task will be done faster, easier, healthier. That makes sense? If it doesn't, it will eventually, it will. If you work, when you're working on your mind, because it's all about energy. We all energy. We are spiritual, energetic, vibrational beings in physical bodies, right? With intellect, of course, thankfully. Super, thank you. Okay, great. Guys, so I'm going to finish up on this, and I just want to invite you to contact me if you would like to really dig into this material. If you really commit to achieve your goals, I encourage you to contact me, start working on your goals, start working with me towards your goals. I hold your hand and I help you all the way to the goals. I won't leave you alone until you have your goals achieved, wherever they are, because this is your life and I want you to have it in the happiest, more joyful way possible. Guys, thank you so much again for being with me, and I hope I will see you soon at some stage. Thank you.